Hey, what's up guys? Houston here. Someone asked the question, how many credit cards should I have in order to get a perfect 800 credit score? And what's the best rewards card should I have? All right. So let me answer this so you all understand. There are 5 types of reward cards. Okay. Now, that being said, I would tell you, you don't need 5 different credit cards to get an 800 credit score, okay? Because you can have one credit card and have an 800 credit score. The challenge is when you have bad credit is that, or you just starting out with credit, is that you have a thin credit file. Okay, so you don't have enough accounts on the file. Now, I also stated to you all in previous videos that just having revolving accounts on the credit file doesn't balance out your credit file. You have to also have at least some type of loan, whether it's secured or unsecured loan. That being said, in terms of the best rewards type of credit cards, again, if you're going to start building up your credit file and you want to do it the right way, you should have 5, okay? Now, you have a travel rewards card, you have a rewards card for groceries, a rewards card for gas, a cashback rewards card, and the balance transfer, okay? Now, some of these here categories, they mix and mingle with one another. Now, that's not all, especially if you're trying to get like high limits, okay? So if you're trying to get like high limits with low interest rate type of cards to go along with this mix, then there's certain credit cards you definitely should look at, all right? And those type of cards, when you're trying to find out how to get a higher limit credit card, usually your higher limit credit cards, they're going to come in 4 categories, okay? And so with those 4 categories, you're going to have your Visa signature, okay? Now, sometimes people get the Visa signature and they'll give them less than the minimum, okay? Usually a Visa signature card, it indicates that you're going to start out with 5,000, all right? However, that's not always the case, all right? So just keep that in mind. Now, when you get the Visa Infinite, that's definitely going to put you at 5,000 and above, all right? Then you have the World MasterCard. Now, again, with the World MasterCard, usually it's an indication that it's $5,000. Again, some institutions, they don't look at it like that, so they may not start you out with $5,000, all right? Now, you also have your World Elite MasterCard. Now, this one definitely is going to start you out with $5,000, okay? So those are the categories that you need to understand. Now, in terms of looking at what credit bureaus that you actually should be addressing to get to this level of high limits, low interest, well, there's a Visa World MasterCard, excuse me, is looking at whether it's a FICO 9, a Vantage 3, or a Vantage 4, okay? So those are the way that you categorize to make sure that you get the high limit, low interest rewards card. Those are the best ones. Now, a lot of people, they would probably tell you to run over to Chase, American Express. Yes, they give you a lot of points and a lot of rewards. However, their annual fees are going to be more than a couple $100. So that's the thing about it. I'm talking about for people with bad credit that's trying to start out, get in the rewards game, but also get access to high limit cards. That's the reason I'm choosing these categories, all right? Now, the first one, when you're talking about like rewards, most people would look at the Navy Federal flagship card. Now, the reason they look at that card is because it goes up to 80,000, okay? Yes, they do give you travel rewards, which is great, okay? Now, the thing about it, the biggest challenge for most people, if you can get in, okay? Because sometimes they may do a product exchange. And what I mean by that, like with their cash rewards card. Okay, when you start now with Navy Federal, they may start you out just with their cash rewards card at $5,000. Okay, even with a 580 credit score. Now, here's the thing about it, is the good part about that Navy Federal flagship card, because you can choose it in a Visa or MasterCard, then it also gives you the opportunity to liquidate that card. All right, so that's the reason why that card is a good travel rewards card. Now, that's a FICO 9, TransUnion FICO 9. Now, I said that other credit bureaus like your Advantage 3. So you have Baxter Credit Union, okay? So with Baxter Credit Union, their travel rewards card, again, going up to $50,000. It's a travel rewards card. You use an Advantage TransUnion, okay? You join them through the Life Money U, all right? And again, like I said, these are the type of credit unions. You don't have to have that perfect FICO 8 score, because they're not going off of FICO 8. So that means that if you have the authorized users, rental payments, subscriptions, that type of thing, they will accept that to help increase your credit score. So they'll still work with you. So that's the reason I'm choosing these. Then you have the AAA travel, okay? And why this here card, as well as the Baxter Credit Union, there's no annual fee, okay? That's another thing that I tell you, try to find cards that are in the space with no annual fee. So the AAA travel is no annual fee. Now, it's with a community bank, all right? So those are about your top 3 travel cards. Now, there are more cards out there, but I'm trying to look for the low-hanging fruit to help people that have bad credit to choose the right card, okay? So I appreciate you all sticking with me. If I'm explaining this correctly and you feel comfortable with it, leave me a comment. Please share this. I really appreciate it. Now, let's talk about that other category. You got the groceries, okay? So in terms of the groceries, you definitely want to look for credit cards that are giving you that 5% back, all right? So in terms of groceries, a good credit card is the Wells Fargo Autograph. All right. Now, it's usually an Experian FICO 9. Sometimes they may pull a Equifax, okay, FICO 9, but it's still a FICO 9, so it's an easy card to get. Now, the reason why I like this card, okay, and also adding to that, you have your PayPal debit is a very good one for using for groceries as well. All right. And before I lose my thought, going back to the Wells Fargo Autograph card, okay, when they issue you that card, they also give you convenience checks. So that way you can actually liquidate that card into your bank account. So if they give you $25,000, so you can use it for like buying groceries and stuff, or you can take the money off of the card and then you can use that money however you want to. You may want to get a new car or something, or you see somebody has a great deal on a car or something and you're able to offer them cash. So that's the reason. Or you may have other investments going on that you may want to take advantage of it. But this is definitely a good card to have. All right. Now, that being said, you have the Navy Federal More Rewards, okay? So now here's the thing about it. The Navy Federal More Rewards is an American Express, okay? And granted, it gives you good rewards, cash back rewards on the card. However, the reason why I would not go with this card is because it's an American Express card, and you cannot liquidate the American Express card from Navy Federal the way you can do with their Visa and MasterCards, all right? So that's the reason why I tell you guys that it's certain cards with Navy Federal that I probably wouldn't even take a second look at it, because if I can't liquidate it to be able to have access to that capital to do other investments, is not worth it. That's just in my opinion, okay? So that being said, then going back to the groceries, you have the AAA Daily, Okay, no annual fee. It's another community card. Okay, now they usually would pull Equifax. All right, so just keep that in mind. But it's a low hanging fruit, so it's easy to get. All right, then you have the State Department Federal Credit Union, their premium cashback. Now this is a cashback rewards card. The thing about it, it starts at $5,000. And for you guys that have been following my videos, you know what I've been saying about the State Department. They're better than Navy Federal. The reason is because with credit unions, just keep in mind, with your credit unions, you can use that same hard inquiry to get multiple accounts. And so my thing is, if you get approved for a $5,000 or more credit card with State Department, you might as well use that same hard pull to get their loan, because their loan goes up to $100,000 just like the credit card does. Plus the loan, you don't have to make any payments for the first 90 days of having the loan. So that also gives you some leverage. Okay, so again, like I said, looking for balance transfer. Now you have the Navy Federal Platinum card. Now the thing about it, it's not 0%, but it's 0.99 for 12 months, right? But at the same time, because it can go with a Visa or a MasterCard, you're able to liquidate the card so you can have access to cash as well. All right. Now, you also have the PenFed Platinum. Okay, so the PenFed Platinum is a rewards card that's great, because with that card, again, they won't let you liquidate. They don't charge you a cash advance fee. However, you cannot liquidate their cards like what you would do with like Navy Federal. All right, that's the only thing about it. But the good thing about it is 0%. I think it's for 12 months on the Platinum, because their gold, the PenFed Gold, is 15 months of 0% interest on purchases and balance transfers. Okay, and they pull Equifax FICO. They've pulled Equifax FICO 9 as well. All right. Then you have NASA. Okay. So with NASA, they use Experian Vantage 4. Okay. So since they use Experian Vantage 4 with their travel rewards cards or whatever, that's a good card to have. Yes, they give you the high limits, but again, just keep in mind is that the rewards are great, but they do not allow you to liquidate the card. Okay, so I just wanted to give you some insight, because I know a lot of people, they're trying to figure out what's the best credit card to get and how to leverage it, especially when you're trying to get access to capital and stuff beyond purchasing something you need it for investments. These are some of the best credit cards you should take a look at. All right. So if you have any other question about business credit funding, personal credit funding, removing negative items off the credit, click the link in the description. Schedule a one-on-one consultation. Thank you.